Hi guys, this is Amy and welcome to your February guidance. Just a quick one to say thank you very much for your continued support and thank you for watching. Please watch your sun, rising and moon sign to get a broader idea of what's coming up for you in February. Of course, if you'd like a reading, you know what to do. It's all in the description box below. And until then, I will see you next month. Take care. This is Amy and welcome to your February guidance. Hope you're all doing well. I'm using two decks this month and I'm really hoping that you will really enjoy them and really start to see how we can incorporate not just the tarot but also numerology into the readings. So Aries, I want to start by saying to you that the energy, as I've said in the December videos, that I have changed. The energy has changed. We're going through something at the moment which I think a lot of you may have picked up. It's called the retro shade, where the retrograde is sort of carried over its moodiness over into the new year. So you may have found that January was quite a heavy month. We're doing a lot of detoxing, we're doing a lot of getting rid. You know your New Year's resolutions. What did you make for yourself going into January? Mine was just to basically let go of things that don't serve me anymore. So really this is going to be really incorporated for you into February, and that is releasing. So releasing the things that you do not need anymore. So for instance, as you can see on the card, you have got a lot of releasing energy right there from this guy. He's literally peeling off the old and he's going enough. Now, what a lot of you probably don't realize is that you don't just carry around your energy, but you do carry around energy of others as well. So you can release that right now, and I'd like you to do it. You just have to ground yourself and say, I'm asking you now to release the energy that is not mine. And as you're doing that, and as you're incorporating that into your daily life, asking for energy of, not just off your own, but for other people's energy as well. And I want to really see that for you guys in February, to really, really release. And I think that, a lot of the time as well, we work stupid hours. We work hours that are literally destroying our morale, our well-being. And sometimes we just have to take a step back and just say, do you know what? Enough. I've had enough of this. I'm going to just work on myself and work on where I'm going to go from here. The other card you have got, this is a nice card, of course, is love. And obviously February is a very loving month. It's a very beautiful month. I know that it's Valentine's Day, and of course everybody loves Valentine's Day. I don't care who you are, you love it. Be aware of not just loving other people and showing other people, Aries, that you love them and whatever, but this is also about you being able to love yourself. And this really does incorporate nicely with release. You see the beautiful blue there. It is about releasing. It's about strength as well. So finding the inner strength to continue. And I know that clients that I've had, have gone through elements of depression. They've gone through elements that are out of their control. And this is where you can incorporate love and self-healing and self-love for yourself. And it's really important to be able to do that. So I really want you to focus on that energy about loving yourself, but also, again, loving other people as well. If you're single, don't be afraid. Aries, you've got the most beautiful energy for being able to be fire and just going for it, But sometimes what can happen is you can just say to yourself, I don't know. I don't know if I want to love somebody else. I'm scared of being hurt again. But you've got to look past that. And this is what I'm saying about releasing past hurts, releasing energy that doesn't belong to you. Because as you're doing that, and then you're going to start working on yourself. And that's where you'll be able to say, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go out there and like somebody. But of course, do not worry too much about that. Just make sure you're working on yourself and allowing yourself to breathe, allowing yourself to heal. And of course, this is where it's all going to be around you in February. Expect work life to be very busy, and this is where again we've got to release that too. So just make sure, if you're working really, really long hours and you find yourself just slacking, or you just feel like, oh, I just can't do this anymore, you need to try and find some time. It's about having that balance, okay? It's about having the 50-50. You've got to outweigh the good and the bad. You've got to get that balance in the middle. But of course, love outweighs everything, as we know. So just make sure this month that you do set a good intention for yourself. And I would like to, if I don't drop these, give you another card. It's called Life Loves You. And this card for you is I trust that life wants the best for me. And it says on the back here, pay attention to how your life is unfolding. Notice how life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. And I would really like you to have a lovely month and just really enjoy the gratitude that the universe can give you. So guys, if you'd like to come and have a reading with myself and see what's going to be coming up for you this year or just this month in general, you know what to do. It's all in the description box below. This is Amy and this is your guidance for the month of February. It's my favorite time of the year. So I hope that you guys enjoy this reading. Hope you guys are doing well. Now guys, I've got 3 cards from 3 different decks and I really want to incorporate numerology into the reading. So I have a numerology deck and I really do believe that numbers do make such a difference. I'm not the greatest person at maths, however, numerology is a wonderful process and I really want to tell you a little bit more about that as we get into the reading. So guys, February, as I was just saying before to Aries, Taurus, the energy has changed. It changes every year and it's becoming more and more spiritual. It's becoming more and more aware and awake. The universe is really showing you that you can be awake and you can be aware of not just yourself, but the energy that is surrounding us on this planet. Remember, we are just spiritual people having a human experience. So the first card that I have for you for the month of February is Believe and Succeed, and I really want to just show you that card a little bit more there. So you're on a boat and you're going into the horizon, but you've got to believe that you can take on, you know, I want to center this around career. So if you're in a really good career and you're enjoying what you do, Taurus, the thing is sometimes you feel like you're not good enough. And what this is showing you is that the universe says to you, believe that you can and you will. And I say that a lot in videos, believe that you can and you will, because you can, Taurus. You can do anything you set your mind to. You're very career driven, you're very grounded, you're very ethical in terms of your career. But this is really about you this month, Taurus. It's not really about other people. This really is showing the world who you are, what you can achieve, and where you can go from here. And I really think that, you know, after January, it was quite a stressful month. It was quite a heavy month. It's a very long month. So you might find yourself worrying about, oh, you know, how am I going to pay these bills, or how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? The best thing that you can do, and I know that it's hard for a Taurus, is just to go with it. Try not to plan too far ahead. I know that that's very natural for a Taurus to do. They have a plan in mind and they work towards it. But sometimes you just have to just take it steady. Take it a day at a time, okay? The next card that you have is from the numerology. It's Follow Your Dreams. So following what you believe in. You know, if you're in a very toxic relationship or you're in a very toxic friendship or whatever, and you believe that you have to distance yourself away in order to believe and succeed, you kind of just have to do it instead of just going, oh, I don't know. You've got to follow your heart. You've got to follow that intuition. So the intuition is really going to be calling out to you this month. I know that it's February. I know that it's Valentine's Day, of course. If you're in a relationship and you sometimes, and I know Taurian men especially do find this difficult sometimes to show their feelings. Taurian women too, you can sometimes find it very difficult to express yourself. But Valentine's Day will be a really good time to be able to try. So show that other person how much you love them and show them how much you care. However, if you're single and you're really uncertain about being able to get out there and socialize, you can even try it on your phone. You can download a dating app and just write a nice profile and see where you go. But as long as you're putting yourself out there and showing people that you care, it's wonderful, and you really will do something wonderful and magical with that. So really, just for the month all together is about believing and succeeding, and especially with money as well, and following your dreams. You can manifest the things that you want to in life. You've just got to believe that you can. Remember, you can and you will. And as you achieve that, and as you really are starting to, you know, manifest things, things will happen for you. One thing I do say to other clients is when they're wanting to manifest something, I always say, imagine the outcome, feel how that will feel, because as you're doing that, you're not just asking for it, you're actually really starting to manifest that in a different sort of way. It's almost like it's already happened. So just bear with it on that one. The last card I have for you is I trust the guidance of the universe. And on the back, it says here, trust that everything you need to know is being revealed to you in the perfect space-time sequence. So remember, don't overplan, don't overthink, and you'll be absolutely fine. Gemini, this is Amy with your February guidance and 2018. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm really excited to be able to incorporate numerology into this reading. So you will see a numerology card come up as well as the psychic tarot, but also as well I've incorporated a self-help card. And I wanted to be able to do this because the energy of 2018 is about oneself. When I channel energy, I figure out what's going to be coming up for the year within myself as well. But I get a lot with all clients at the moment. It's a lot of self-help. What tends to happen is because we're becoming more awake, more alert, and more aware of our surroundings and our universe, we do carry energy that doesn't belong to us, and also we give out too much of our energy to other people that don't appreciate it and don't need it. So remember, every time you communicate with somebody, every time you're in the same room as somebody, you pick up their energy. When I do readings for clients, I always have energy from them. And it's about being able to clear that off so that it's not affecting your own energy centers and your own energy path. And that's all to do with healing. So guys, I do a lot of healing with you. So if you'd like to have some healing, you know where I am. So coming forward for the month, you have got detach, which really does speak volumes of what I've just been saying. It's about detaching others' energy, and you can do that anytime. You have to center yourself and ground yourself, Gemini, and I know that that can be very difficult for you sometimes. I know a lot of Geminis. It's bizarre. Last year I met a lot of Virgos. I'm recording this in January, and I've met so many Geminis this time. It's unreal. So high five to the Geminis. But Gemini, what you may find is that you do have to really try and eliminate other energy. You have to ground yourself. It's almost like maturing your energy and able to treat it, teach yourself how to release other people's energy. So you can do it right now with me. You can just center yourself, take a few deep breaths if you'd like. But as you're doing that, really think about your biofield, your energy field that surrounds you, and just imagine how much energy you take in every day. You go to the shop to buy a newspaper and you're interacting with the news agent, you're taking in their energy, and you don't realize just how much you're taking on, especially if you're like a sponge like me. Also, what you can do is, as I say, you can do it right now. Just say out loud, I ask to eliminate the energy that isn't mine. Remove it. You can say something on those lines, but as long as you're putting that out there, it will happen. You might feel almost instantly uplifted, or it might take a few days. You could get emotional. Every person's healing is different. And again, this year is all about self-healing. Which leads me into my numerology card, which is self-love. And it is about that. It is about loving yourself. And it's about appreciating who you are. Everybody, has to be judgmental at some point in their lives. If you've never been judged, if you've never had anybody judge you, you'd be surprised. Trust me, you have been. Everybody judges each other. And as a result of that, if you're very much aware of that, for instance, I was bullied all the way through school. So that judgmental factor has always grown up with me. If you were bullied at school, that judgmental factor may have had havoc on your self-esteem. So this is a time this month to really work on that self-love. Okay, if you have to take a weekend off seeing anybody, switch your phone off for a couple of days. Just tell people, look, I'm switching my phone off, I'm having a detox, and just take some time out for you. Sign up to a healing course. Might be something I'm going to do this year, just to help you guys out with how to heal yourself. But make sure you're taking that time out to heal. I said it to Taurus, and I'm going to say it to you. Make sure you're taking that time out to heal. Because as you're doing that, you're going to be able to move forward in a better way. People say to me, I really want to find love, but I can't. I'm still hung up on my ex. That's why, because you're still carrying the energy of your ex, okay? So just bear that in mind. The last card I have for you is I listened to the wisdom of my body. And on the back, it says to you, your body has a message for you. Listen to what it is telling you and thank your body for being the perfect messenger. And this doesn't just go with physical energy, physical body. This goes with your intuition as well. So if something feels wrong, it's because it is. And make sure you act upon that accordingly. Cancer, this is your February guidance of Amy of 2018. I hope you guys are doing well. Goodness me, hasn't it gone quick already? We've had a really quick, fast-paced January. Now we're just going to start to mellow down a little bit into February. As I was saying to the other signs that I've recorded so far, the energy of this year is about a lot of healing and a lot of self. It's not about everybody else, it's about you. And Cancer, as an emotional sign, you can take on the baggage of so many people, and you can find that very difficult sometimes. And that's where this month I'm giving you 3 cards that are all from different decks, one being tarot, one being numerology, and one being about how life loves you. Okay, so I want to really crack on with this because it's really, I've got a lot to get through. So the first card I've got for you is Observe. Okay, so observing your surroundings, okay? Observing what's going on around you, becoming more awake, becoming more alert, and becoming more of self. Now, observe your feelings first things first in February. Is there something that's bothering you? If it's bothering you, why is it bothering you? And a lot of people, they take on all this energy and then they wonder when things go wrong because they haven't observed what's been going on. Like, oh, do you know what? I've been speaking to someone really toxic, or I'm taking on a hell of a lot at work. So what you have to do, essentially, Cancer, is take a step back. Almost like jump out of your body and observe like a third party. Just observe what's going on around you. If there is anybody toxic, it's time to detach and let go from that. If you are working a job that you dislike, observe why I can never say that word, observe. Observe why you don't like it. It's almost like seeing the bigger picture. Okay? If you're in a very toxic relationship, why? Cancer can be a sorry about that, I muted my microphone, a big procrastinator. And what can happen with that, Cancer, is that you procrastinate to a point where you don't know how to get out of it. So you've got to really knuckle down this month and really pay attention to what is going on around you. And that's really vital that you do. It's very straightforward, very easy to do, but you've just got to remember to keep going. But also observe your physical body, which is going into the numerology card of health. So I do know a lot of Cancers that have been quite sick recently, and you've got to observe why. What chemicals are you putting into your body? I have a beautiful book which is about how to make homemade remedies for natural skincare. I make my own cleansers and moisturizers. It's incredible. If you want to know more information, do put in the comment section and I'll happily give you the title. But on the back it says, would you eat the things that you put on your skin? Just think about that. So like polysorbate 60, which is a carcinogen, which is in a lot of cleansers, would you eat that? Chances are you'd say, no, I wouldn't eat the chemicals. So why would you put that on your skin? Are you getting enough exercise? Are you gaining a lot of weight? And I learned a lot of this doing ketosis, which is what I'm doing at the moment. If you guys want to know about ketogenic, I can help you with that as well. But pay attention to your health. What is your body telling you? Are you a smoker and you're constantly getting coughs? Why is that? And you've got to, as I said before, really take a step out of your body in February and look at the bigger picture. Look around you. Look at, who you're interacting with, but also on your physical body as well. So if something's wrong, you've got to act upon that. It's a very fabulous time to do that. But also, as well as the last card, you've got, I nurture my inner child. And it says on the card, loving your inner child helps you remember your innocence and recognize how much life loves you. Ask the child within, what can I do for you today? Everybody has an inner child. Everybody does, me included. Imagine a 5-year-old version of you, pure, innocent, hasn't been through the things that you've been through. And you want to ask your inner child, what would you like to do today? Do something for you this month that is a pastime. For instance, my kids, they're really into Pokemon, and I love Pokemon as a child. So my inner child comes straight out there like, ooh, Pokemon cards, Just think about it that way. Even if it's playing a game or going to one of your favorite childhood pastime places, just make sure you're doing something to nurture that inner child. Listen to your physical body and, of course, observe this month. Hi Leo, this is Amy and welcome to your February guidance. Hope you guys are doing well. Leo, my lovely Leos, I've got 3 cards for you for the month of February. And there is a tarot card, there's a life card, which is all about how to be more present in the moment, but also numerology. I've really taken a keen interest in numerology, guys, so I really hope you like this card that I've got for you. But first things first, I just want to dive straight into it and just talk about what's coming up for you. So the energy for this year in general is all about self. It's about self-love, self-commitment, self-caring, self-esteem, all about you. Okay, never mind anybody else. This is about a lot of healing as well. So this month is sponsored by the card Open Up. Okay, so number 4 in angel numbers is all to do with heaven, your angels, your universe being very present with you and working with you. Everybody has a spiritual guide. If you've never met them before, it's time to do that. It's time to meet your spiritual guide and actually start to talk with them. Ask them to show you who they are. They will do that. You might feel a bit of cold on your shoulder, or you might just feel like somebody's there. But also you'll see that in your dreams as well. So it's a really great time to open up to source, to spirit, okay? It's about also working on your chakras, starting right at the top there with your crown chakra. So just really working on that area, which is where your downloads from the universe come in, almost like downloading an update to your phone. You're downloading those things to make yourself, you're upgrading yourself in spiritual terms. Now, opening up means a great deal as well, especially if you're very withdrawn and very closed off. If you feel like you find it very difficult to openly admit your feelings or start to talk about your feelings, it's a really wonderful time to be able to do that, okay? So it's all about opening up, almost like a lotus flower blossoming. And that's going to be you this year, Leo. You're holding back way too much. If you like someone, tell them. Say, I really like you. I'd like to take you out on a date. Or if you're with somebody and you've been with them a long time and you maybe haven't told them that you love them for a while, you would be surprised how wonderful they would feel if you say, I love you. And just really tell them. It is about this month opening up. Remember, it's Valentine's Day as well. So just make a cautious effort, not just with other people, but with yourself as well. The numerology card I got for you is nature. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, go out in nature and, waltz about and, be a fairy. Not that at all. Nature is a great big expansion of oneself. So if you're not grounding yourself, I would like you as your homework for this month to go out and ground yourself. So really, you know what? You just basically, you can do it in the house if you really want to. You just have to center yourself. So at the moment, my feet are flat on the floor. And I would imagine, as I'm breathing and I'm centering myself, just imagine your energy running through the floor from your feet down into the ground, and keep going until you feel comfortable to stop. And that's when you know you're feeling grounded, you're connecting with the earth. And as you're doing that, you can expand that way. But failing that, the best way to do it is to go out in nature, go on a long walk somewhere. And, you can walk the dog, and just at one point, just while they're doing their thing, just take your shoes off and just ground. If you don't want to take your shoes off, it's fine. But shoes actually stop us from grounding with the earth. And that's why, I think, to be honest, probably why shoes were invented. But make sure you are grounding yourself. It's really important to do that this month. And as the final card, as the Life Loves You card, it's I commit to being more present in my life. And it says for you, if something seems to be missing in your life, maybe what's missing is you. Complete this sentence. One way I can be more present in my life is. What is it? How can you make yourself more present in life at the moment? And that, again, is a nice piece of homework for you. So complete that sentence. One way I can be more present in my life is, you could say, to ground more, or to be more present in the moment, or to release energy that doesn't serve you anymore. Hi Virgo, this is your guidance for the month of February 2018, and I hope you Virgos are doing very well. Virgo, I have got 3 cards for you this month that really do, I'm looking at them right now, and they really sum up a Virgo to a T. I think every single time I do these videos, I always laugh when I get to Virgo, because I go, yeah, that's Virgo all over, because I know so many of you that are Virgo. Now, this year is about oneself.
And this is great if you're self-employed, as I know many Virgos I know are self-employed. But of course, it is about oneself. This is about self-esteem, self-love, self-nurturing, but also releasing the past and also releasing energy that is not yours. Because as we know, we are like sponges. Every time our biofield goes into somebody else's biofield, you're exchanging energy, but you're also absorbing and hanging on to their energy. So make time for you this month to say to yourself, ground yourself and say, I release any energy that does not belong to me, or I release any negative energy that is not mine. It's very important to release others' energies, because what that can do is it can affect your mood, your biochemistry, your field, your life, and you do need to get rid of that. So just bear that in mind. But the first card I've got for you is lead, which, yeah, Virgos do take the lead very accordingly and very well. So this month is about, again, this can link to oneself, but also helping other people. Do you have people that work for you and they rely on you to show them how to work? Do you, in your relationship, do you sometimes find that your partner procrastinates a lot? Are you going to pull them out of that and say, come on, let's go for a walk, or let's go and do something good? Take the lead, not in a bossy way, not in a manipulative way. This is in a lead that's going to help others, but it's also helping you as well. So just really, really pay attention to that this month, that you can take that lead. Don't be the person in the shadow right there. You've got to step forward and say, I got this. Make that your motto, your mantra for this month. I got this. That's what you got. That's what you got. Okay. Take the role, take the lead. And this really is great because it works into the next card, because this is the numerology card for you, honey. This is the self-discipline. So the self-discipline of oneself. So making sure that you have got it covered this month, okay? The self-discipline is, it's not just, making sure that a business is running smoothly, bills are paid, and etc. This is about, as I said before, about releasing energy, but also self-discipline, just being able to get out of bed in the morning, just giving that, come on. For instance, I have a whiteboard right here, and I actually have got a self-discipline mantra on my wall, and it says, you don't need a PA, keep going. And that is to say that because, sometimes I get very overwhelmed with paperwork, and sometimes I think, I could really do with a PA. But this is just a thing to say, keep going. It's okay. You're going to be absolutely fine. Also, as well, with love this month as well, do take the lead in showing your partner how much you care. If you're single, again, take the lead. Download an app if you don't feel like going out and socializing. Meet people online. It's never ending how you can adapt self-discipline into your life, but just making sure that you do. Now, the last card I have for you, this is a Life Loves You card, and it says, life wants me to be happy. Absolutely, of course it does. And on the back it says, happiness is your natural state. Life wants you to be happy. What is life teaching you about happiness right now? Answer that. What is life teaching you about being happy? Is it knowing that, your bills are paid, or your children are healthy and happy, or that you got out of bed in the morning? Something as simple as that. Life wants you to be happy. The universe wants you to be happy. And if you don't feel like you are at the moment, where can you change that in February? Again, bring that back to that self-discipline, and again, take the lead in your life. It's no one else's, it's yours. So whatever you want to do, it's your responsibility, nobody else's. Your happiness is paramount. Hi Libra, this is Amy with your February 2018 guidance. I hope you guys are doing well. Really, really positive start to the year, guys. I hope you're having a really wonderful 2018 so far. If you haven't already heard me talking about the energy really is about oneself. It's about loving and nurturing yourself and really paying attention to where you can make those changes of self-love, self-care, self-commitment, and also self-esteem. And I think a lot of us don't have that, and really do pay attention to that this month. But okay, the first card I have for you is a lovely, really bubbly, positive card, is Share the Love. But I wanted to say quickly that I have got a tarot card, a numerology card, and also a Life Loves You card. Okay, so share the love. Okay, sharing the love with everybody. And I laugh because my daughter is a Libra and she's not. She's a Virgo moon, no chance. But sharing the love and sharing the care that you would give yourself. If you're struggling to share love within yourself, that's what you got to focus on this month. Sharing the love. So if you, Libra, do so much for other people and never for yourself, time for yourself. If it's the other way around and you spend a lot of time on your own, a lot of time on yourself, let's get out there and share the love. And you know, I just had this idea in my head. If you guys struggle how to do that, I'd like you to go on Google. I'd like you to get a really inspirational quote, put it on your Facebook page or put it on your Twitter, on your Instagram, and just say, I'm sharing love today. Something positive to make somebody smile. If you make one person smile, as my grandma said when I was growing up, she said, when you smile, the world smiles with you. You smile at someone and they smile back, it's contagious. They're going to smile at somebody else. It's radiating positive energy. However, what really grinds me down sometimes is when you smile at somebody and they just go, and you're like, okay, but don't let it grind you down. Just go, I'm going to smile at someone else then. Not worthy of my energy. You got to look at it like that. So if, for instance, you're doing so much for somebody that is, I don't know, the office drama queen, and you are constantly giving your all to them and they never give you the same back, focus your love on somebody else and give that love that's worthy for somebody, that is really, you're going to radiate that off to them. Okay. So also, the numerology card is the synchronicity card. Okay, so synchronicity is putting your faith in the universe, because Libra, sometimes you might think to yourself, oh, do you know what? I have absolutely manifested money, time, or whatever, and it still hasn't happened for me. I really want it to happen now. Now, the problem is with that is that everything works in sync. Everything works in line with the accordance of the universe. So sometimes you just have to be patient, and I know that's difficult. My daughter's not patient at all. But it's very much a case of being in sync with the universe. So just be patient and surrender everything to the universe and say, okay, I've manifested abundance. I've manifested, I don't know, a new job. I'm going to wait for the universe to help me out. But I'm going to work with the universe. I'm not just going to go, get me a job then. It's not going to work like that. You've got to be actively looking too. Okay, you just got to look at it like that. You work with the universe will work with you. So it's all in sync. It's the yin and the yang, the cause and effect. Okay, so just bear that one in mind. And that is where synchronicity is leading you this month. But obviously, of course, it is all about sharing the love. And I love that card because it really is. It's about sharing the love. And there you go. And the last card, my darlings, I've got for you is, I want you to repeat this with me. I love life and life loves me. When you feel envy or lack, say to yourself, I love life and life loves me. Be in love with your life. Let life bless you today. And in February, and in March, and in April. Just keep going, keep strong, keep amazing. Be patient and be in sync with the universe. And that is the message for February for you. Hi Scorpio, this is your February 2018 guidance with Amy. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, Scorpio, I've got a lot to get through for you, lovelies. And I want to first and foremost say that I'm incorporating now numerology cards into my readings. I have 3 cards for you today. We've got a Life Loves You card, a numerology card, and also the Psychic Tarot. So this is really, really exciting for you. Now, I want to first things first start with the tarot, and the card is joy and stability. And I want to let me just shine the light on that, how, if you can see it, how beautiful that, there we go, how beautiful that card is. It's absolutely stunning. And I really want you to focus on that energy that is radiating to you. It's joy, it's happiness, it's love. If the energy of joy looked like something, it would look like that. It's just this beautiful array of beautiful yellow color. Now, stability is something that Scorpios need, because you're a water sign, it's my ascendant, and sometimes very difficult for a Scorpio, because we can fly. I'm going to say we because I'm an ascendant and I really relate to Scorpio. We can fly off our lids sometimes when things don't go right or we feel insecure. Now, the universe this month is giving you so much stability within oneself. The energy of 2018 for everybody is self-love. Self. It's all about you. So if you're feeling insecure, a little bit unstable sometimes, or you feel just totally down and out, that's going to change. It's going to lift you up. And I think that a lot of Scorpios need that at the moment. It's all about joy and stability. And I think it's beautiful. And going into the next card, again, so you've just got fours, and that means that the universe is very much present with you and wanting to work with you. So make sure you're looking up why form. If you keep seeing fours, look at why. If people say to me, oh, I don't know what that means in numerology, Google it. Never go wrong with Google. There's plenty of websites that will tell you. But environment, that is important as well. It's not just about the world we live in, it's about your world. Look around you. Are there toxic people that are making you feel unstable or making you feel insecure and making you feel sad? If that is the case, it's time to get rid. It's time to distance yourself or just cut them off completely. Okay? So, in a nutshell, between those two beautiful cards, you have got obviously the joy and stability of the month. And when you're if you're a single Scorpio, don't think all is lost. It's time to socialize. It's time to be confident within yourself and ground yourself, release any energy. I said this to Libra before. Ground yourself and say to yourself, I release any energy that isn't mine, or it might have been Virgo, but release any energy that isn't yours. As you're releasing that energy, more beautiful things can come your way. So just bear that in mind, okay? So you have to release energy to move forward. Don't be hung up on that ex. Release it, move forward. With the environment, again, look around you. Who's in your life? What's in your life? What is causing you to be unhappy? February is a wonderful time to change that. If you're in a relationship, it's really, really great time to evaluate relationships. Is this something you want to continue with? Or is it something that you're just going to absolutely put all your efforts in and show them how much you love them? Valentine's Day is coming up, I'm just saying. So it's a really great time for you, Scorpio, to be able to do that. So just bear that in mind. And the last card I have for you is I live in an abundant universe. And again, this links directly in with stability. There's so much to be had for you. And it says, notice how abundance flows into your life in delightful and surprising ways. So if you're looking for a relationship, flower, you never know. So guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Remember this month to really put your effort into that energy. Just take a mental note of that. If you want to screenshot that and print it off, or get that card off Google and print it off and look at it whenever you feel down. If you've got the deck, even better, get this card out and just have a look at how beautiful that energy is and how you can really manifest yourself from there. Sagittarius, hello, welcome to February 2018's guidance. Hope you guys are doing well. Right, my lovely Sagittarians, I've got 3 cards for you this month, and these cards all circle around the tarot, numerology, and oneself, which is really the theme for 2018. A lot of people don't spend enough time loving oneself. So this is going to hopefully change for you this year, and you're going to start to recognize how important it is to release energy and how important it is to really put your all into yourself, but not in an ego way, but by an intuitive, loving way, just as the universe intended. So the first card I've got for you is coming together. Now, get to the love bit first, but this is about oneself and coming together in terms of bringing that intuition to your heart's chakras, and really, really focus on those this month, by the way, guys. But of course, it's all coming together very, very nicely, and I really hope that you start to see those changes in terms of love. If you're single, you might just find Mr. or Mrs. Right this month. But if you're in a relationship, this is about coming together as a union. A lot of the time, especially in very fast-paced relationships, the 9-to-5 relationships, you go to work, go to bed, go to work, go to bed. You have probably 2 hours a week together. This is about you saying, no, we're going to have that time together. You know, Valentine's Day is fast approaching, guys. It's a very loving, energetic month. And therefore, I would like you, and it's a very short month as well, so really do make the most of February's energies and what it has to bring you. It's going from a beautiful Aquarian energy into the loving Pisces energy as well, which is my sun sign. It's a lovely energy. But just remember to really pay attention to those that are giving you love. Okay, and being able to just give that love accordingly in the best possible way. Okay, so the numerology card I have is 10, which is completion. This is about a stage in your life that is taken as completion. So if you've had the run of the mill, where you've had so much happen to you, so much bad luck that you feel is bad luck, and just, do you know what, I have had it up to here, it's coming to an end. So breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. If you're wanting to manifest, or you have been manifesting, you may in February start to see those come to fruition. So really do pay attention. This is all about completion. Completion also within your self-love. So if you've not been really paying much attention to yourself and you're not sure where you're wanting to be in terms of that, you know, this is really time to work on yourself and start a new cycle and a new chapter. I did get another card for you that was kind of stuck to it, but I'm going to pull it out anyway and give you the third card, and then there'll be a fourth one for you, and that's manifestation. You see there's manifestation, but they haven't manifested the bottom of the card, like that one. But manifestation is, again, this is coming in with karmic completion. This really is a time for you to manifest new things into your life. What is it that you want to bring in? Really pay attention to that pink energy that matches my single painted nail. Don't know, don't ask. But yeah, it's exactly the same color. So make sure it's a manifestation color, pink. So if you see a lot of pink, it's manifestation, but make sure you are manifesting the things that you want into your life, and really pay attention to that in February. Okay, so the last card, the fourth card, because you had a cheeky third one as well. This is the love speaks to me all through the day. So it's a very loving energy for you this month, okay? And on the back it says, when you don't know what to do, focus on love. Love is an infinite intelligence that will always help you if you need it. Really pay attention to that. It is beautiful. Love speaks to me all through the day. It's not about, this is a lot of people I have met, clients I've worked with. They think that they need a relationship to make them happy. You don't. You need self-love, and that is what 2018 is about for you. So let's pay attention more to the love for ourselves than trying to find it in somebody else. And love does speak to you all day. You just have to listen. Hi Capricorn, this is Amy, and welcome to your 2018 February guidance. Hope you're all doing well, and I hope you're happy wherever you are. So my lovelies, I have got 3 cards in front of me right now that are all centered around different topics. So we've got the psychic tarot, the numerology, which I've really taken a keen interest in recently, that we can use numerology to our advantage, links very beautifully with astrology and also with tarot, but also a card about you, a life loves you card. Now I want to first start off with the card which is master, okay? Master of the emotions, master of the heart. So this guy right here, he's literally caged in his heart, and we have to lift that barrier. A lot of Capricorns do this. When you've been hurt in the past, what you tend to do, you put that wall up straight away and you don't let anybody else in, and it will take you a long time to let anybody in unless you feel 100% comfortable with them from the get-go. I know quite a few Capricorns that have that problem, trust me. And you have to be this month, it's February, of course, Valentine's Day, just saying. But it is a month of mastering your emotions. So if you really are somebody that struggles with that, you have to release the energy of the past. And I've been doing this with my healing that I've been doing recently. And one way you can do that is you have to center yourself, so you give yourself some deep breaths, really focus on centering down on and just accepting it, accepting the energy that will come. But once you've got yourself to a calm state, a very calm manner, just say out loud, I ask to release any energy that does not belong to me or is toxic. I ask you do it now. And as you really emphasize that now, you are really going to start lifting that off. And you might feel better straight away, or you might feel a little bit, it hasn't worked. It will have worked, trust me. It just takes a little bit of time. You have to be patient. And I will get to the next card in a minute. It's a bit of a giveaway, but there you go. But it's time to you to unlock your heart and open yourself up to people. You know, if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, you know, it's a really wonderful time to do that, because you really can open yourself up in the best sort of way and show that you do care. And therefore you can go from there in a really wonderful way. But if you're in a relationship and you're really caging yourself off, it's time for you to take that barrier down and show your partner that you love them. It's very nice. Very nice. So, the next card I've got, why did I do that? For the numerology card is patience, which I literally just said. You know, it's funny. I watched a video this morning. It was like the 12 qualities of Capricorn. And one of them was Capricorns appear patient when someone else is doing something, but they secretly just want to take over. It's time for you to be patient with your life. The universe is working with you. So if you've manifested something out there, don't just go, well, I want it now, because it doesn't work like that. Beautiful things take time. Relationships, beautiful, long-lasting relationships take time. You commit yourself to something and it will take its time and it will work beautifully. If you rush into something, 99% of the time never works out. But unless it's, yeah. But as I say, if you rush into something, sometimes what can happen is you can put your all into something and they, you know, say if it's a relationship and they don't put their all back in, and it's just like, okay, now I'm hurt again. And Capricorns can hurt very deeply. So you really have to be careful and have patience in terms of every element of your life, okay? Okay. So the last card I have for you is I express my gratitude. Oh, I dropped it. And it says, make gratitude your spiritual practice today. Start with good morning, bed. Oh, you don't have to say good morning to your bed. Thank you for being so comfortable. I love you. I do love my bed, and I probably will go and tell my bed I love it today. But as I say, the more you express gratitude, the more you will find more to be grateful for. What I tend to do, this is something that I do, but I always send good morning messages to the people that I care about. And I think that you can start in that direction. If you really want to say good morning to your bed, you can, if you really, really want to. As a Piscean, probably not something I do. I tend to show people and things that I really care about my gratitude. But there you go. Hi Aquarius, this is Amy with your February 2018 guidance, and I hope you guys are doing well. Really, really exciting reading to get to you today. What I will say is I have got 3 cards for you, and I have incorporated numerology cards into the reading, as well as psychic, and also a life loves you card. So it's a little bit of love to you for February. It's a really great time, right? It's Valentine's Day approaching this month. So I want to first things first say that 2018's energy is all about oneself, self-esteem, self-love, self-gratitude, self-commitment, all about you, okay? So never mind everybody else. And of course, I know it's your birthday month this month as well, so happy birthday in advance. It's my birthday on the 21st. Whee! So it's a really exciting time for everybody. But the communication element will be really quite ripe this month as well. And I want to really start with this one. Lucky 7, so it's a really positive start, but this is awaiting results. So you see here, and you see this a lot on the tarot, the tarot cards that show this description. You're planting the seed essentially and waiting for it to grow. But this is kind of in a way in reverse as well, because I believe, even though that's the fruit right at the top, you're grounded with the earth as well. So you're awaiting results from the universe. Have you been manifesting? Have you? If you haven't, why? Because we all do it. We go into 2018 or 2017 or whatever we did, and we go, right, my New Year's resolution is to quit smoking. My New Year's resolution is to lose weight. And by the weekend, you haven't done it. My New Year's resolution was just to be happy. That was it. And I've achieved that just by being happy and just going out there and making my own happiness. And I would like you to do the same. Aquarius, you are an air energy. Yes, you go with the air, you go with the wind, and you just go for it. However, You've got to be patient in terms of what you have manifested. And I really, really want you to do that this month. Just really start to just concentrate on where you want to be, where you're going, what you've been through as well. But I would really like you to clear off negative energy. Did you know that that is one of the main things that stop people from gaining abundance, the manifestation energy? Because you're carrying energy that is toxic or doesn't belong to you. So I'd like you to do it. I just did this with Capricorn. So take a deep breath in and out. Keep breathing while I'm talking, okay? And I would like you to really center yourself with the ground. Just put your feet on the ground like I'm doing now, making the computer shake. And really pay attention to how you're feeling right now. And what I'd like you to do is say out loud with me, repeat after me. Any energy that isn't mine or is toxic, I ask you to release now. And I'm hoping if you do that every day for a month, you'll feel amazing, trust me. Just release that energy that isn't yours. And this will link into abundance. Abundance of love, commitment, time, effort, money, new jobs, new houses, new babies, if you like, you never know. Abundance is now key. Okay, so just pay attention to the gratitude that comes into your life. My dad was an Aquarius when he was alive, and I tell you something, he took every day in his stride. He had a really debilitating disease that eventually took his life, and every day he battled through it. And that's what I love about Aquarians. You're so strong and you do it. So I just want to say that I'm really, really proud of every single one of you, because I tell you something, you go through some stuff and you get through it. So high five. So abundance is key, okay, for this month. And the last card I have for you is I'm willing to love myself. And look in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you. I really love you. Don't be shy. It's just another way of saying life loves you. I love you. Love every single one of you. I want you to go and do that, or take a selfie and look at your photo and go, I love you. You look amazing. Just give yourself some time and some effort, what you truly deserve, and await those results of manifestation. Happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating a birthday this month of February of 2018, Pisces, happy birthday. Mine's on the 21st, so yay. So been really excited to do this reading for you, Pisces, of course. Not biased in the slightest, but I'm really been excited because what I've got in front of me really does speak volumes for all of our Piscean lovelies out there. I've got a psychic tarot card, then I have got a numerology card, which I've taken a very keen interest in, and of course a life loves you card by the lately departed Louise Hay, God rest her soul. So I really wanted to first of all say that 2018's energy really is about oneself. It's about working on you and about working on where you're going from here. And a lot of us, me included, we're sponges. We take on, this is your biofield that's around you, your aura. And every time you communicate with somebody toxic or somebody nice, you have a tendency to take on that energy. And when you do that, it can make you feel like... and you've got to release it. So as I've done with majority of the signs, I want to do an exercise with you first. So take a deep breath in your nose, out through your mouth, and keep breathing as I'm talking, okay? What I would like you to do is just really center yourself. And I would like you to say out loud with me, to stop breathing a second, keep breathing a bit. I'd like you to say out loud with me, I ask you now that any energy that does not belong to me or is very negative, I ask to release that now. Really emphasize the now, and I want you to do that every single day. Seriously, you're clearing off that energy and you're just starting your healing process. And a lot of us have got to heal this year. If you'd like me to heal with you, I will do that. I will help you heal. But that is just a little something that I have learned, and it really does work. So I hope that you appreciate that. So the tarot card, ironically, daydreams and decisions. Pisceans, what do we do the most? We daydream. We daydream about and we manifest that. And you don't realize this. When we're manifesting, half the time we're daydreaming. And it's about making those decisions. Now, doesn't necessarily mean what you're doing for your birthday decisions, but really life-changing experience decisions. If you're in a relationship and you're not happy, are you going to continue with it for the remainder of this year? As we're approaching Valentine's Day, we will make the decision on, especially if you're single, are you going to go out there and get a Valentine? We've got to make those decisions. But the best thing you can do as you're manifesting is to daydream the outcome. It works. Trust me, I do it all the time. When you're manifesting these wonderful ideas and you just, oh my gosh, I really hope this happens like that. And you imagine the outcome. Have you ever had deja vu? I have. And that's half the time because I've daydreamed the outcome and it's happened. So just really pay special attention to what you're daydreaming about, because trust me, you'll be manifesting. The next card I have is parenting. If you don't have children, don't panic. I mean, I have children and I know that I have to very much pay attention to my parenting, of course. But this is parenting yourself. Remember what I said about self-love at the beginning of this reading about the energy of the year. It's about oneself. Your healing journey, you're basically parenting yourself. You're upgrading yourself to something better. Now, you want to focus on that beautiful yellow energy because that is just showing how wonderful it is. If you don't believe it, I'm going to read it out of the book for you, lovely, which I don't do very often, but I love this card and I really wanted to really emphasize its meaning. This card indicates that you have a natural gift. It says by parenting or working with children, but it does say about how you can work within yourself. This is a time to honor the significant role that you play in your life. And in order to improve your current situations, you are being asked to adjust or harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. So there you go. So it is a lot about self-worth and self-love this month for you and working on oneself. Now, the last card I have is only love is real. As us Pisceans know, when you're afraid, remember this. Only love is real. Let love bless you, guide you, and inspire you. And remember to tell yourself daily that you love yourself. And what a wonderful month for you guys. And manifest love and blossom abundance to yourself.